We'll start in the hospitality sector as Hilton Hotels and Resorts partners with Tesla to supercharge your stay. Next, we'll take you to China, where Tesla's electric vehicle journey is experiencing remarkable growth. That's not all. We'll explore the evolving landscape of electric vehicle charging featuring automotive players. Before we embark on this electrifying journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Tesla Stock News for all the latest updates. The future of Transpo. Let's now explore some of Tesla's most noteworthy stories. China and Hilton, major step towards expanding its supercharger network and improving the ease of long distance travel for owners of electric vehicles. Tesla has partnered strategically with Hilton Hotels and Resorts. Beginning in early 2024, Hilton intends to install a sizable infrastructure of 20,000 Tesla universal wall connector plugs throughout 2,000 of its hotel properties located in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. With 1,850 of its Hilton-branded hotels across the globe equipped with EV chargers, Hilton is poised to become the industry leader in EV charging networks for the hospitality sector. This ambitious project is a reflection of Hilton's commitment to meeting the changing needs of its eco-aware guests. Hilton's decision to invest in expanding its EV charging infrastructure is firmly rooted in the growing demand from travelers for access to dependable charging facilities. Travelers' access to convenient charging facilities is a major factor that frequently influences their choice of accommodation, and Hilton has reported a significant surge in customer interest in EV charging options while on the road. This surge has led to a significant growth in the volume of searches for EV charging related information on its website. Notably, this surge has propelled eVail charging related inquiries from the fourth to the second highest category in terms of conversions to bookings. Remarkably, according to past statistics from Hilton, one of the most popular searches that resulted in reservations for rooms was for information about using an airport shuttle service. As in population of EV owners can find Hilton hotels even more appealing with the inclusion of substantial EV charging infrastructure. It's important to differentiate between the Tesla, while Tesla's famed supercharger network and Hilton's universal wall connectors both function to charge Tesla electric vehicles, they differ in terms of charging speed and cost. Tesla's supercharger network offers fast DC charging, which is a quicker way to recharge an electric vehicle's battery. In comparison, wall connectors provide a slower but more affordable option for AC charging. With this approach, Tesla can serve a wider spectrum of customers, including those who value cost effectiveness or speed when charging. As the world continues its shift towards sustainable transportation, partnerships like the one between Tesla and Hilton represent a significant step forward in the evolution of EV infrastructure, making electric vehicle travel more accessible and convenient for a wider range of consumers. These partnerships are poised to play a pivotal role in fostering the growth and adoption of electric vehicles. According to Rebecca Tanucci, Senior Director of Charging Infrastructure at Tesla, the company's dedication to establishing affordable, practical AC charging infrastructure at key places is in line with the changing needs of owners of electric vehicles. By putting infrastructure at well-known locations like Hilton hotels, EV owners will be able to charge where they park, eliminating the need for pointless stops along the way to refill. This strategy demonstrates Tesla's commitment to raising EV charging's accessibility and cost while promoting a smooth and effective charging experience for its expanding customer base. While this is going on, notable automakers are joining Tesla's supercharger network. Honda recently announced that cars will start integrating the North American standard plug for charging in its upcoming EVs in 2025. This calculated action shows that Honda's electric vehicles will have native access to Tesla's supercharger network, increasing the allure of its EV products. In addition, Honda intends to release an adapter plug in 2025 to allow for backward compatibility with its earlier EVs models that adhere to the CCS standard, notably starting in the upcoming year. Other automotive partners like GM, Ford, and Mercedes will have early access to the supercharger network. This development is yet another important change in the EV charging infrastructure landscape that will affect network operators like Blink and Evgeo ChargePoint. These businesses have historically tried to keep the charging wars impartial by supporting a range of charging standards, but in order to serve the increasing number of cars that are compatible with the Tesla charging standard, they're now progressively adding AX plugs to their stations. Achieving a balance between cost, effectiveness, and catering to a wide variety of EV users is the problem facing charging network operators. It is a tough business proposition because to the inherent difficulties of running a charging network care, which are characterized by high upfront expenses and variable utilization rates. Charge points. Um, Recent difficulties, as seen by its stock price after a lower than expected earnings report, highlight the volatility of the industry. In the meantime, Tesla is forming partnerships with significant companies like Hilton, which plans to install 20,000 Tesla universal wall connector plugs at 2,000 of its hotel locations in the US, Canada, and Mexico. This project will surely strengthen Hilton's standing as a pioneer in the hotel industry's EV charging infrastructure, providing a useful amenity to its customers who care about the environment. Hilton, a well-known hotel chain that manages a number of well-known brands, including Embassy Suites, a Hampton Inn, and DoubleTree, is aware of how its guests' requirements are changing. In particular, more and more visitors are looking for somewhere to charge their electric cars while they're on the go. Interesting information can be found on the Hilton website. In terms of turning searches into real stays, the search volume for EV charging has grown at the quickest rate this year, jumping from the fourth highest category to the second highest tab. This change in consumer choices highlights the growing need for easy-to-use EV charging solutions when traveling with Hilton. In an effort to meet this demand, Hilton previously disclosed that the most popular search term leading to hotel reservations was access to an airport shuttle. In light of the increased interest in EV charging, Hilton is modifying its offerings to better suit its guest changing needs. It's important to note that while both the Hilton installed Tesla universal wall connectors and Tesla's well-known supercharger network have the same purpose of charging Tesla electric vehicles, they differ in terms of charging speed and cost. That's why wall plugs offer more affordable, albeit slower, option for AC charging. Tesla's supercharger network offers rapid DC charging, providing a speedier way to recharge an EV's battery. With this calculated move, Tesla is able to serve a wider range of customers, including those who value price or speed. The efficiency of their preferred charging methods, the company's commitment to installing affordable and convenient charging solutions wherever EVs are parked for extended periods of time, typically more than an hour or two, was reaffirmed by Rebecca Tanucci, Senior Director of Charging Infrastructure at Tesla, and the company's focus on accessibility and affordability is consistent with its larger mission to make EV charging simple and hassle-free for its expanding user base. By putting such infrastructure in place at well-known locations like Hilton hotels, electric vehicle owners will no longer need to stop for unneeded fueling during their journeys, guaranteeing a seamless and effective travel experience. In the meantime, Tesla is working to add more major automotive partners to its network of superchargers. Honda has stated that starting in 2025, the new EVs would use the North American standard connector for charging. Honda's EV offerings will be more appealing as a result of this shift, which gives its electric vehicles native access to Tesla's supercharger network. Honda also plans to sell an adapter plug in 2025 for backward compatibility with its older EVs models that use the CCS standard. It's crucial to remember that early in the new year, other Tesla charging partners, including GM, Ford, and Mercedes, will have access to the supercharger network, giving them a competitive advantage. This development represents yet another important turning point in Tesla's efforts to encourage partnerships with well-known automakers and support the larger electrification movement as more automakers team up with Tesla and adjust to common charging standards. The charging network operators such as EVgo, ChargePoint, and Blink are now accommodating access at their stations to cater to the increasing number of vehicles compatible with the Tesla charging standard. However, these developments are not without challenges. Operating a charging network is an expensive endeavor due to high upfront expenses and thus far, relatively low utilization rates in the evolving US electric vehicle market. ChargePoint, for example, reported a Q2 net margin compression, emphasizing the complexity and financial challenges associated with charging infrastructure operations. Despite these obstacles, the charging market is still dynamic, with participants working to resolve logistical and technical problems to better support the expanding EV driving community. This is another encouraging development when comparing August 2023 to the same month the previous year. Tesla's EV sales in China almost doubled. Strong demand for the company's Model 3 and Model Y vehicles was the main driver of this development. Given that China has the largest electric vehicle market in the world, Tesla's entry there is very Noteworthy, Tesla's triumph in China is evidence of the potency of its brand and the excellence of its automobiles. August marked a significant rebound in China's sales of passenger cars, returning to growth from the prior year. A number of variables, including as price reductions, new tax breaks for electric cars, and an improvement in consumer confidence, despite the difficult economic climate, are responsible for the sales rebound. Particularly, Tesla saw notable growth in China's EV market, almost tripling its market share in August over the previous month. The attraction of Tesla's analyses was heightened by large price reductions, further securing its place in the Chinese market. According to data from the China Passenger Car Association, 1.94 million cars were sold in August, an increase of 2.2% year over year. In addition, sales increased by 8.5% from July to this month, marking the first monthly gain since May and point to a positive change in the automotive market for the first 8 months of the year. China's overall automobile sales rose 1.82. 1338 million units. This consistent expansion highlights the Chinese automotive industry's resiliency in the face of fiercer price competition. A major Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer, backed by Warren Buffett, recently introduced its Seal electric sedan for the European market at the iMobility Motors Show in Grumik. Similarly, XPeng, another domestic rival, revealed plans to enter more European markets in the upcoming year. Chinese passenger car exports also saw a significant uptick. Chinese automakers are not only focusing on the domestic market, but are also actively expanding into international markets. In the backdrop of legislative initiatives to encourage the purchase of EVs, other green vehicles, Chinese automakers' global ambitions are reflected in their expansion into international markets, which saw a 31% year-over-year increase in August after a 63% spike in July. The Chinese market for new energy vehicles, or EVs, is still seeing rapid growth. In August, sales of EVs, which include plug-in hybrids and pure battery EVs, increased by 34.5% or 36.9% of all car sales. The strong performance of this industry aligns with the government's goals of encouraging environmentally friendly transportation. Tesla, which made headlines earlier this year for starting a price war, kept making news with more price margin in the domestic market. Despite these price reductions, Tesla's redesigned Model 3 was introduced with a starting price that, in terms of sales, was 12 higher than its prior basic model. There's 65,316 deliveries in August. Tesla's China-made model achieved remarkable achievements and took the top spot in the CPCC's passenger car model rankings. As a whole, please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Before we go down, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. This is Tesla Stock News. We hope to see you again in our next videos this month. Tesla's market share in China's EV sector nearly doubled to 13.24 for this video. We've seen a very promising deal with Tesla and Hilton and more progress with China. However, what lies ahead for Tesla and other automakers in this dynamic market? How will policy measures and consumer preferences shape the industry's future? Music.